Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mehek. I hope you guys are all fine, and like always, I also hope that you guys are reading. Back with the book of the week, which is a mix of laddoos, Indian mithais, nostalgia and small town charm. The book is Lallan Sweets by Srishti Chaudhary. Now this book is set in 90s in the town of Siyaka, which is a fictional town. In size, it would be something like Pondicherry, but it has a vibe of Chandigarh. Our main character, Taneja, she lives in the town with her family, and she helps run her family's sweet shop called the Lallan Sweets. Along with the sweet shop, she also has her own maths tuition classes, and she dreams of one day also opening her own coaching center. Now, Tara is someone who is smart, determined, and hardworking. She's on a quest to prove herself, especially to her male cousins who works alongside her in the sweet shop, and their father, her uncle. So when Lalaji, who is Tara's grandfather, he's the one who is kind of the head of the family and the sweet shop, and he's the one who started the sweet shop after they shifted after the partition, they shifted here. He was the one who started this sweet shop. So now it's time for him to retire and pass on the inheritance of this sweet shop to the next generation, which is Tara and her two cousins. So now when it's the time to pass on the shop, Lalaji takes the difficult route, I would say. It's not the easy passing on the keys ritual. He kind of comes up with a treasure hunt. He feels that the three cousins should be going on a quest, on a treasure hunt, which starts from Mathura to Agra to Chandigarh and finally to Ludhiana, to these various cities in North India. And it's a quest to find the magical ingredient. They all know that the laddoos are very famous in the town, and there's also this rumor or hype that goes around that Lalaji puts a certain kind of a magical ingredient in the laddoos, which kind of makes them really special and taste amazing. So Lalaji gives them this challenge or a task that they have to go around these cities based on the clues that he shares with them and find out what this magical ingredient is. And thus starts a very, I would say, chaotic search to find the magical ingredient, and thereby end up getting the keys to the Lallan sweet shop. For Tara, she does not go on this journey alone. Nikku, her old friend and I would say also old crush, is in town. He has recently left his job in Bangalore, and he's also in search of what he wants to do next. So because he's free, he decides to accompany Tara on this journey. And so the journey, I would say, of finding the magical ingredient of what makes the laddu special turns out to be a lot more for both Tara and Nikku. It's about second chances, finding what you really want, and also some of the family secrets that are revealed along the way. So this is what is the plot of the book. You will have to read it for yourself to find out if they find the magical ingredient or not, and what that ingredient is, and finally who gets the sweet shop. Now what worked for me? So because this is set in 90s, there's, like I said, mention about the small town charm. There's mention about DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge movie, and the kind of jokes they have, the kind of lingo that all reminds you of the 90s. So I think that was very interesting. The writing is very simple. So if you're someone who's just getting new to reading or looking for a light, breezy read with less drama, no drama, can pick this book up. Now, what didn't work for me? So honestly, I had a lot of expectations from this book, but it turned out to be quite underwhelming for me. The first one is the pacing. I felt that in a lot of parts or chapters, the book was being dragged. I mean, it kind of switched to plots which wasn't really adding to the whole story or wasn't really taking the story anywhere. The climax. Now, I really hope towards the end there was an emotional, punch coming, but it kind of landed flat. It's more like when you're expecting, I'll give a sweet analogy because it's a sweets book. It's more like when you're really expecting hot and piping jalebis and they turn out to be in a room temperature and not taste well. So that was kind of a feeling for me where the climax just fell flat. I feel like while the writing was, simpler, a few more edits to make it more crisp would have worked wonders, because I felt somewhere the emotions were not landing the way they were intended to be. So, I had really high hopes, but somewhere along the line, it just kind of fell flat for me. The characters are fun, interesting. You would relate to them, find those kind of characters in your family. So there's a lot of brother sister dynamics discussed. The feeling of having an old crush, and suddenly he appears in your life. So all those character development is interesting, but overall I think the story didn't do much for me. So I think if you enjoy low drama reads where set in small towns where you're not really on the edge to find out what's happening next, then this is the book for you. It's not a book that will shake you up and will stay with you, but if you're looking for a light read, I think it's not too bad, but it's not great, is what I mean. So yeah, that's all on this book. Thank you. I'm going to see you next week with another title. Till then, take care and bye bye, and hope you enjoy some laddoos.